Hey folks, we've known since 2015 that red and processed meats do cause cancer. The IARC, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, advised the World Health Organization, and they released a press release 2 years ago stating that red and processed meats cause cancer. So we've known about this for a while. Why am I talking about it now? Well, I feel like it's gotten lost in the midst of all the other articles and bits of research that have come from a wide variety of sources that we don't hone in, we don't focus and maintain emphasis and attention on the original advice from the robust sources like the World Health Organization. So firstly, have a look at the original articles, a link down below. Strongly recommend that you look at this type of research from the horse's mouth, as it were. Look at the original article and see what it actually says. They've looked at over 800 studies linking cancer to red and processed meats, and they reach a conclusion that every 50-gram portion of processed meat increases the colon cancer risk by 18%. On the IARC website, there's a link to another article published in The Lancet, which is a journal aimed at health professionals, which states there's a 17% increased risk from 100 grams daily of red meat. So it was 18% for a 50-gram portion of processed meat, 17% increased risk from 100 grams of red meat. So those are the two statistics. We can see that red meat is a slightly lower risk than processed meat, but they're of equal weighting, equal importance in our society, which is so focused around red and processed meats. To be crystal clear, what are these meats that they're talking about? So red meat is anything like beef, pork, lamb, horse, venison, veal, and a processed meat is anything that's been modified from its original state through salting or curing or fermentation. So it includes things like bacon, sausages, beef jerky, corned beef, this type of thing, all these other products that are being sold as food. So what exactly do we mean by cancer forming? Well, the World Health Organization has classified processed meat as a class 1 carcinogen. So that puts it alongside asbestos, smoking tobacco, and arsenic. And red meat has been classified as class 2. So that puts it alongside things like bitumen exposure and burning fuels and things like that. So removing all societal acceptation and conformity, the logical thing to do would be, if you avoid smoking cigarettes, then you want to also avoid processed meats. And if you avoid your exposure to things like bitumen burning, then the logical thing to do would be to avoid the consumption of red meat. I get asked so often about bringing back meat into the diet after healing eczema. And my answer would be this: use the same logic that you apply to not smoking cigarettes or these things that we are more highly educated about. If you want to avoid a state of dis-ease, then don't consume products, don't use products, don't interact with anything that's going to send you back down that pathway that got you sick in the first place. So use the same logic. If you would avoid smoking a cigarette every now and again, avoid eating a sausage every now and again. As you can imagine, the majority of experts, nutritionists and doctors, they just walk this everything in moderation line where they're not willing to put their neck on the line and give us some radical recommendations, some things that are going to give us some proper results. All essential vitamins, minerals, and all the other food groups are available in abundance on a whole foods, plant-based lifestyle. There's literally no reason to get involved with blood and guts to live a healthy life. The research shows that not only can we live without these things, we're better off without them.